Okay, nakikita ba yung presentation? Nakikita ba?
Opo, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
again, good afternoon STEM students from, meron ba tayo sa A? Wala yata. STEM A, STEM B, and STEM C. Welcome to our first meeting sa Basic Calculus. Today is Thursday, 1 p.m. Pero normally, ang magiging lesson natin every week will be Monday, 1 p.m. Okay, nag-adjust lang tayo ngayon dahil may mga dapat pang isettle this week. Pero dapat talaga every Monday. Okay, our topic for today is about the limit of a function. Okay, I'm your teacher, Mr. Jeffrey John G. De Leon. So our objectives, you as a learner should be able to illustrate the limit of a function using a table of values and the graph of the function. Number 2, illustrate the limit laws. 3, apply the limit laws in evaluating the limit of algebraic functions, the polynomial, rational, and radical. And number 4, we have to compute, or you have to compute the limits of exponential, logarithmic, and trigonometric functions using tables of values and graphs of the functions. So medyo mabigat to kasi itong apat na learning competencies natin ay covered ang pang Monday and Wednesday na lesson natin. Okay? So again, our topic is about the limits. Limits are the backbone of calculus, and calculus is called the mathematics of change. The study of limits is necessary in studying change in great detail. So the evaluation of a particular limit is what underlies the formulation, the derivative, and the integral of a function. So, question. What game do you think people want to see? If I will be in this crowd, ano sa palagay niyo yung gusto kong mapanood? Anyone? Anyone? Mahirap ba? Swimming ba yung gusto mapanood ng mga tao?
Basketball po.
Okay, thank you for that. That is basketball. So, to start with, imagine that you're going to watch a basketball game. When you choose seats, you would want to be as close to the action as possible, right? So you would want to be as close to the players as possible and have the best view of the game, as if you were in the basketball court yourself. Now, take note that you cannot actually be in the court and join the players. Di naman kayo basketball player. But you will be close enough to describe clearly what is happening in the game. Okay, so this is how the limits of a function works. Okay, we will consider functions of a single variable and study the behavior of the function as its variable approaches a particular value. And this particular value is what we call constant. Okay, the variable can only take values very, very close to the constant, but it cannot equal to the constant itself. Is that clear? However, the limit will be able to describe clearly what is happening to the function near that constant. So, kung kayo yung viewer from afar, di ba hindi nyo masyadong madidescribe what's going on near the court. Pero kung kayo yung nasa front row, mas ma-visualize nyo, mas para kayo yung naglalaro. Like in the picture, no? So, consider a function f of a single variable x. Okay? Consider a constant c, which the variable x will approach. So the limit, to be denoted by L, is the unique real value that f of x, or the function, will approach as x approaches c. So in symbols, we write this process as this one. Nakita niyo ba yung cursor ko?
Yes po.
Gumagalaw yung cursor?
Opo.
All right. So, how do you read this one? This is read as the limit of f of x as x approaches c equals L, or is L. Again, the limit of a function, whatever function you have, be it trigonometric function, logarithmic function, rational function, we have different kinds of functions, okay? Linear functions, quadratic functions, and this and the likes. So limit of f of x, or limit of a function as x approaches c, is L. Okay, so let's have a short review. Okay, let's say we have -1. What are the numbers before -1 or on the left of -1? Anyone?
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oops. On the left of -1, look at the arrow, the red arrow. We have
-2.
-4. Yes, -4. From going to -1, going to -1. Okay, going to -1, we have -4, -3, -2, -1.5, bago maging -1. Okay? How about from the right of -1? What are the numbers going to the right of -1? We have 2, 1. What's this? 0.5, 0. How about this? We have -0.5 bago mag -1. So, tandaan nyo yun. From the left and from the right. Just a review. If you really remember how to read, yan yung para mga number lines or Cartesian, itong Cartesian plane natin. Okay? So, example number 1, looking at the table of values to illustrate, let us consider this problem. The limit, anyone? Could you please read this? How to read this? Yes. Anyone, please? How do you read this problem? The limit of the function. Okay, this is our function. The limit of 1 plus 3x as x approaches 2. I'll repeat. The limit of 1 plus 3x as x approaches 2. Can anyone repeat after me?
The limit of 1 plus 3x as x approaches 2.
Very good. Thank you, Dulay. So that's our problem. So now, look at that. X approaches 2. So let's remember our number line or Cartesian plane. X approaches 2. When you approach to 2 from the left, ano yung mga values dyan? Ano yung mga values dyan? Actually, you can assign your own values. You can choose -5, -3, -1, 1. Basta going to 2 from the left. So, we can say that the x, kasi ito, sila yung nag-assign, no? Going to 2, ang mga values natin ay 1, 1.4, 1.7, 1.9, papataas going to 2, but not actually 2. Okay? Ito yung sinasabi natin, na hindi naman talaga 2, but approaching to 2. So, 1, 1.4, papataas. Nagsimula siya sa 1, so maliit na value, 1, 1.4, 1.7, dito siya nagsimula. Pero okay lang yon. You can set your own values. Pwede kayo -2, -1, 0. Makikita nyo naman yung magiging function nyo. Okay, what is the value of f of x? Kapag sinubstitute nyo yung 1, let's try. Substitute 1, your x. Here, if this is 1, 1 plus 3 is 4. Okay? How about 1.4? If you substitute it here, 1.4 times 3 is 4.2 plus 1 is 5.2. Again, how about 1.7? 1.7 times 3 is 5.1 plus 1 is 6.1, etc., etc. So what can you observe from this? 4, 5.2, 6.1, papataas din hanggang ma-reach niya yung almost 7. Okay? Almost 7 yung value ng 2 kasi halos 2 na to. How about this one? From the right of 2, ano yung mga values? You can set your own values, 5, 4, 3. Pero dito sa problem natin, yes? So dito sa problem natin, we have going to 2 from the right. Tingnan nyo yung x. So from the right of 2, we have 3, 2.5, 2.2, 2.1, hanggang mag-close to 2. 2.001, no? 2.0001. Nearly 2. Okay? So, tingnan yung value. 3 times 3, what's the answer? 9. Plus 1, the function is 10. Okay? How about 2.5? 2.5 times 3, 7.5 plus 1 is 8.5. How about 2.2? 2.2 times 3, 6.6 plus 1, 7.6, etc. hanggang near 2.001, what can you say about the function? 10, 8.5, etc. papunta dito. Ano yung masasabi nyo dito at saka dito? They are almost the same, right? 6.9999 is approximately 7, and 7.00003 is approximately equal to 7. Therefore, we can say that when you evaluate this problem, the limit of the function as x approaches 2 is equal to 7. This is our answer, 7. Why? Because from the left of 2, okay, as x approaches 2, okay, because from the left of 2, it gives you a value of 6.999, approximately 7, and then from the right of 2, gives you a value of nearly 7. If they are the same, therefore, you can evaluate the limit. Okay, the limit, our problem, the limit of the function as x approaches 2 is 7. Okay, let's have another example. Okay, another example number 2. Solve for the limit of a function. And our problem is the limit of x squared plus 1 as x approaches negative 1. Repeat nga, pakiulit nga.
Limit of x squared plus 1 as x approaches negative 1.
That's correct. Thank you for that. So we have, what kind of function is this? Anyone? The limit of this function as x approaches negative 1. What function is this? Kanina, that is, this problem. What function is this? What function is this? We have different functions. Linear, right? Ito, nagkaroon ng square. What function is this? Pag may x squared, that is a quadratic function, right? Parabolic in shape. Okay, so we have the parabolic in shape, quadratic function as x approaches negative 1. So let's see, from the left of negative 1, ano yung mga values of from the left of negative 1, we have this, negative 1.5, negative 1.2, negative, hanggang mapunta niya sa near negative 1. Okay, and if you substitute it here, we'll give you these values. All right. How about from the right of negative 1? Ano yung mga values from the right of negative 1? So from the right of negative 1, we have, diba, negative 0.5, negative 0.8, negative 0.99, negative 0.999, diba, papunta sa negative 1. And it will give you this number. So therefore, what can you say? From the left, it is 2. From the right, it is also approximately equal to 2. Therefore, the limit of your function as x approaches negative 1 is 2. It exists. It exists. Meron siyang value. Okay? Parehas kasi ito. Okay? So now, I hope this is clear. This is looking at the table of values. How about looking at the graph? Okay? Our problem here is the same. Look at the problem. Limit x squared plus 1, x approaches negative 1. And this is our problem. Okay? Now, but we're talking about the graph here now. See, it's a parabola. Okay? The limit of the function x approaches negative 1. So, from the left, negative 1.5, ito yun, negative 1.5. What is the value of your function? This is our function. This is our function. So if this is negative 1.5, what is the value of 3.25? That of your function, I mean. That is 3.25. Ito. Nakikita ba yung cursor? Yes or no?
Yes.
Ayan. So kung ito yung negative 1.5, ang value ni function ay 3.25. Ito daw siya. How about negative 1.2? So banda rito na yung negative 1.2. Ang value na ay 2 point, mga narito na yun. 2.4. Kasi, ano siya ito? 3 na to. Ito 2. Okay? So 2.4. Hanggang sa negative 1.1, ito na siya. Hanggang sa ma-reach niya to. Okay? Ganun din to the right. Negative. Kung to the right, x is negative 0.5. Ito yung negative 0.5, right? What's the value of your function? 1.25. Ito siya. Ito. Ito yan. Kuha. Kasi negative. Middle. negative 0.5. So, eto siya. Ano kayang value nito? 1.25. Ayan, 1.25. Okay? If you look at the graph. Okay? Pag naman negative 0.8, papunta na siya sa negative, ayun, papunta na siya dun. Okay? Just look at the graph. So, negative 0.8 is 1.64, etc. So, if you compare, you have what? Approximately equal to 2. Approximately equal to 2, they are the same. Therefore, the limit of the function is 2. Gaya nga nung kaninang ginawa natin. Okay? I hope this one is also clear. So, dapat parehas si left and right. Now, example number 3, looking at the table of values. Investigate through a table of values the limit of a function as x approaches 4 if your function is equal to x plus 1. If x is less than 4. And this one is quadratic, x minus 4 squared plus 3 if x is greater than or equal to 4. So what kind of function is this? Plus 10 to those who will give me the right answer. What kind of function is this? You have learned this in your general mathematics class. Yes? Nagre-research pa. What kind of function is that? O, plus 5 na lang. Magbibigay ako ng clue. It starts with P. Followed by I. Followed by E. Oops, wala yata nakakasagot ah. That is a piecewise function. So, our problem here, this function, if the function is this kind of problem, piecewise function. So, the solution is, from the left, give me values of x. From the left of 4. From the left of 4. So, we have 3.7, 3.85, 3.9, hanggang mapunta ka sa 4. And it will give you this. Okay? Pag sinabstitute nyo siya doon. Dito. Okay? From the right, 4.3. But the question here is, sir, saan namin substitute dyan? Tama ba? Siyempre, since this is less than 4, substitute it here. Okay? The x is 3.7. 3.7 plus 1 is 4.7. Check. 3.85, substitute here, plus 1, 4.85. Dito ko siya sinubstitute. Why? Because the value of x here from the left is less than 4. Ito yun, less than 4. Now, if you have greater than 4, therefore, itong mga values mo na to will be substituted here. Okay? So, 4.3 minus 4 is 0.3 squared is 0.09 plus 3, 3.09. Check. 4.1 minus 4, that is 0.01 plus 3, 3.01. Hanggang makuha niyo lahat. So this values from the right of 4. Kaya nakuha itong mga to. Now, what can you say? Oops, we have 4.9 and we have 3. Therefore, we have, what can you say? Does the limit exist? The limit of a function as x approaches 4 does not exist. Why? Ibig sabihin lang na this piecewise function nag-jump. Meron yung function na to, nag-jump siya. Kung titingnan niyo sa graph, hindi parehas yung value from the left and from the right, kaya wala tayong limit. Okay? DNE does not exist. I hope this one is clear. Okay. Next. Yan. Oops. So, we say that the limit of a function as x approaches c is L if and only if the limit of a function as x approaches from the left of your c is L. And the limit of the function as x approaches from the right. Okay, the minus here means from the left, and the plus here And the plus here means from the right. Okay, yan yung pinag-usapan natin kanina. So from the left and from the right. So pag pare sila ng sagot, and that's the time that your function or that's your limit exists. Nakuha, dapat yung condition na yan ma-meet. Yung left and yung right, parehas yung sagot. Therefore, the limit exists. You have your answer here. Okay? So let's try this one. Okay, looking at the graph, consider the function, this function, f of x, shown in the graph below. Determine the limits of a function by observing the behavior of the graph. Okay, look at that. May answer na. The limit of your function as x approaches negative 1.5. Where is negative 1.5? This is negative 1.5. Oh. This is negative 1.5. So from the left of negative 1.5, look at the graph, look at the graph. From the left of 1.5, here, papunta dito. Ay, sorry. Papunta dito. Papunta dito sa 1.5. And from the right, papunta sa 1.5. Do we have the same value? And what is that value? That is nearly 2.5. That is nearly 2.5. I'll repeat. Look at your x approaches negative 1.5. This is negative 1.5. But look at the graph. You have to look at the function, at the graph. So negative 1.5. From the left, so ito yung graph natin. Oops. Papunta sa 1.5. Okay. Papunta sa 1.5. And from the right, papunta sa 1.5. Kaya ang value nito, since they meet, they have the same value, that is 2.5, kaya 2.5. Number 2, it does not exist. Bakit kaya does not exist? The limit of a function, x approaches 0. Papunta sa 0. Ito yung 0 natin, okay? From the left and from the right. From the left, from the right. Where's your graph? Ito yung graph natin, From the left. So from the left, go to 0. Whoops. What's the value? 1. Okay? Go to 0 From the 1. How about from the right? Oops. Papunta sa 0. What's the value? 0. Okay? From the left, ang value ng ating limit ay 1. From the right, ang value ng ating limit ay 0. They are not the same. Therefore, it does not exist. Question? No question? Sige, diretso ko. The limit of a function as x approaches 2. Where is 2? This is 2. From the left of 2. Look at the graph. From the left of 2. Oops, nakapunta na ako sa 2. What's the value? 0, di ba? From the right of 2. Oops. What's the value again? 2 rin. Ay, 0 din. So therefore, our answer is 0. Kasi same yung answer From the left of 2, 0. From the right of 2, 0. They are the same. They have the same answer, 0. Kaya ang ating final answer, 0. Number 4. The limit of function x approaches 4. Okay, this is our 4. From the left of 4, look at the graph. Whoop. Papunta sa 4. What's the answer here? From the left. From the left, ang answer natin ay 0. From the right, look at the graph, Whoop. What's the answer here? 2. Right? Isang 0, isang 2. Therefore, they have different answer. That's why DNE does not exist. Class, do not put equal sign here. Just write DNE. Does not exist. And number, oops, wala na ako number. Okay. Sige. 1, 2, 3, 4, isa na lang. How about the limit of a function as x approaches negative 3? What's the answer? Anyone? X approaches negative 3. Whoopsie, wala yatang nakaintindi. X approaches negative 3. Here is our negative 3. Wala ba? Falcotila? Hindi, wala siyang speaker. Kyle.
Yes, sir.
What's the answer here? X approaches negative 3.
X approaches.
Call a
Ay, wait lang,
friend.
sir. Wait lang.
Yes, call a friend.
Si ano po? Sino ba nandito? Dulay po.
Dulay. Go, Dulay.
Sir, medyo ina-absorb ko pa po eh.
Ina-absorb pa. Yan tayo eh. Sige, sinong malinaw?
Sir, 5 po.
Correct. Who's that?
Jovellanos po.
Pavela Kenzie. That's correct. Kasi from the left of negative 3, look at the graph, ha? Look at the graph. This is our graph. Yan, graph yung mga yan eh. So from the left of negative 3, ito yun, papunta daw sa negative 3. What's the value? Oops. What's the value? 5. From the right naman, ito, papunta daw sa, what's the value again? 5 din. So the answer is 5. It exists. The answer is 5. Isa pa. Hindi nga. X approaches, how about X approaches 3? Wala dito yun ang 3. X approaches 3. What's the answer?
One po.
Correct. Isa lang nakakaintindi yata. 3. So look at the graph. Papunta sa from the left of 3, stop. What's the answer? 1. From the right of 3, stop. Kasi papunta sa 3 nga eh. Hindi ka didiretso ha. Papunta sa 3. What's the answer here? 1 din. From the left is 1. From the right is 1. I know, 1 oh. Therefore, the answer is 1. How about last one? From, as X approaches negative 5. Siyempre, wala na yun. Negative 5. It does not exist. Wala na sa function. Hindi na tumama yung mga graph natin. Okay? So, for this one, activity 1, page 14, learning task 4, this is on page 14 of your module. Consider the function whose graph is shown below. Determine the limit of a function by observing the behavior of the graph. Okay? So, sasagutan nyo to. Okay? This is your first activity. Okay? Class, don't worry. This lesson or session is being recorded. Kaya pwede nyo balikan ulit. Okay? So, hindi nyo kailangan screenshot or whatever. Basta ibibigay ko yung kopya nito para mapag-aralan nyo ulit. That's your first activity, page 14. Let's move on. About the limit theorem. So, first limit theorem is the limit of a constant is itself. Okay. If k is any constant, then the limit of k as x approaches c is k. Okay? We are talking about the laws here now, limit theorems or laws. So limit of k as x approaches c is k. Example. Example. The limit of 20 as x approaches c is 20 because here the limit of a constant is itself. The limit of 20 is 20. The limit of 1/4 is 1/4. The limit of this is this. Okay? Whatever x approaches c pa kayo. Okay? Kahit anong value ni c dyan. Ni variable c. Naintindihan? Constant is constant. The limit of a constant is itself. Number 2. The limit of x as x approaches c is equal to c. Okay, this may be thought of as the substitution law because x is simply substituted by c. Okay, sinasubstitute lang siya by c. Just plug it there. Okay, whatever value of c here equals the limit is c. Okay. Example. The limit of x approaches 2 is 2. The limit of x approaches 2/3 is 2/3. The limit of x as x approaches this is this. Nakuha? So, huwag kayo malilito sa first law, sa second law. Okay? Dito, x yan. Laging limit of x, limit of x, limit of x. Kaya yung ating c ang sagot lagi dyan. Okay? Number 3. The limit or the constant multiple theorem. This says that the limit of a multiple of a function is simply that multiple of the limit of the function. So that is the limit k, this is constant, okay, times the function as x approaches c is k times the limit of a function x approaches c is k times L. Let's see the example. If the limit of a function as x approaches c is 9, and then the limit of 15 times the function x approaches c is 15 is equal to 15, you just need to multiply. What's the value of your function here? The limit of the function. The limit of the function is 9. And you have the constant 15. Kaya 15 times 9 is 135. Okay? So you just have to multiply that constant to the evaluated limit. Okay? 15 times 9 is 135. Number 4, the addition theorem. This says that the limit of a sum of a functions is the sum of the limits of the individual functions. So subtraction, take note, subtraction is also included in this law. That is, the limit of a difference of a functions is the difference of their limits. So, tandaan nyo na lang to. Okay? Tingnan natin an example. For example, ang limit ng function as x approaches is negative 9. Okay? Tapos yung isa naman, the limit of this function as x approaches is 13. Then, anong sagot daw kapag inad ko sila? Then i-add natin, negative 9 plus 13 is 4. That's it. We just have to add it. Pwede rin siyang subtraction gaya ng sabi kanina. It is also included in this theorem. Ha? So, pag minus ko to, sige nga, let's try. How about f of x minus g of x? What's the answer? F of x minus g of x. What's the answer? Pinalitan ko lang siya. Ginawa ko siyang minus. What's the answer? Negative 9 minus 13 is?
Negative 22.
Okay, negative 22. Good. Negative 22. Number 5, the multiplication theorem. This is like the addition theorem. Okay, with multiplication, replacing addition as the operation involved. Thus, the limit of a product of function is equal to the product of their limits. So, multiplication lang. Madali lang din. Tingnan natin an example. If the limit of this function is negative 9 and the limit of the other function is 13, then the product is simply multiply negative 117. Okay? Clear. Okay? As clear as the crystal water. Number 6, the division theorem. This says that the limit of a quotient of functions is equal to the quotient of the limits of the individual functions, provided the denominator limit is not equal to 0. Take note of that, provided that the denominator limit is not equal to 0. Otherwise, it does not exist. Tingnan natin yung example. The limit of the function is negative 20, and the other function is 4. Therefore, find the quotient. Nasa division theorem tayo. The first one is negative 20. The second one is 4. Find the quotient. Negative 20 over 4 is negative 5. But, paano pag ganito na siya? The first function is 10. The second function is 0. Find the quotient. 10 divided by 0. Is that possible? No. If your denominator is 0, it is not possible to evaluate. Okay? Since the second function is 0. Therefore, the limit does not exist. Okay? Next, number 7. The power theorem. This theorem states that the limit of an integer, power p, of a function is just that the power of the limit of the function. Tingnan natin to. Okay, so maingay na yung mga anak ko, kaya bear with me. Dahil wala akong ibang pwesto kung dito lang. Okay. So for example, the limit of your function, x approaches c, is 10. Therefore, square mo lang yung 10, that's the answer, 100. Okay? This is given na baka magtaka kayo. The limit of a function, if the limit of the function is equal to 10, therefore square it, it will give you 100. Number 8. The radical root theorem. This theorem states that if n is a positive integer, the limit of the nth root of a junction or of a function is just the nth root of the limit of a function, provided the nth root of the limit is a real number. Thus, it is important to keep in mind that if n is even, the limit of function must be positive. Tandaan nyo ito ha. If n is even, n is even, always positive. Pwedeng square root, fourth root, sixth root, eighth root. Kapag nag-even yan, positive lagi tayo. Let's have an example. Okay, if your function here is 16, therefore, i-root mo siya. Ganun lang. Square root lang to eh. Radical theorem eh. Square root of 16, that is 4. Okay, how about if our function is given to be negative 16? Can we take the root of a negative number? Of course not. Root of a negative 16 is not a real number. That is imaginary. So in higher algebra, advanced algebra, nag-aaralan nyo yan. Imaginary numbers. Okay, this is negative 4i, I guess. Negative 4i. 4i ang sagot dyan. Kung imaginary yung pinag-usapan natin. But then, hindi yun ang pinag-usapan natin. Limit. So, ang sagot dyan does not exist. Number 9. Wala na. So, we have 8 and then plus more theorems. So, you will appreciate this theorems by evaluating examples, by illustrative examples, okay? So, we have evaluate the limit of 5x minus 3 as x approaches 8. So, kung pag-aaral natin babalikan natin yung ating mga limit laws, hinati niya lang, subtraction, addition theorem, subtraction theorem, hinati niya lang, what's the limit of 5x as x approaches 8? Ano din dito? So, what's the value here? X approaches 8. Constant times this. That is, 5 times 8. 5 times 8 minus 3. So we have 37. Okay, next. Evaluate the limit of this x squared plus 5x plus 10 over x plus 1. X approaches 1. Using the theorem, hati-hatiin mo yan. Di ba? Addition theorem. Hinati. 1, 2, 3. X squared, 5x, 10. X approaches 1 over 2. So, pag yan mo to, sinabstitute mo yung 1. So, this is 1. 5 times 1, that is 5. 1 times 10, that is 10 over 2. Answer is 8. Okay. Or the other way, since the denominator is not 0, when we evaluated that x is equal to 1, we may apply theorem 3. So, diretso na. Sa theorem 3, just plug in your x to your x's. So, 1 squared, ayun. 5 times 1, this is 1. And then 10, 1 plus 1, 16 over 2 is 8. So, mahaba to if you use the theorem. Alright? So, the answer is the same, 8. Number 3. Evaluate the limit of this function as x approaches negative 3. So, pwede mo natin i-plug in it here. Negative 3 plus 3, what's the answer? 0. Therefore, cannot. You have to do something with this. Dahil hindi pwedeng 0 ang denominator natin. So, what you have to do is to factor out your numerator. This is our numerator. Factor out gives you x plus 3, x plus 5 over x plus 3. So, I suppose and I believe everyone can do simple factoring. Kasi kung hindi nyo kaya mag-factor nito, patay-patay kayo sa calculus. So, x plus 3 cancels out. What remains is x plus 5. But that's not our answer. You have to evaluate pa. So, the limit of x plus 5, x approaches negative 3, that's the time that you can substitute negative 3 to your x, will give you 2. Clear? Okay, clear. So for your activity 2, page 14, I want you to evaluate the following limits. Na-discuss ko na yan, so I hope magigets niyo siya. Okay? Yes? Any question? Kaya niyo yan. Activity 2. Moving forward, we have the limits of transcendental functions and indeterminate forms. When we say transcendental functions, these are what? Exponential, trigonometric, logarithmic. So yan yung transcendental functions natin. Indeterminate forms, you will see it later. Okay? As we go along, mas ma-appreciate niyo siya through illustrative examples. Number 1. Oh, this one is exponential. Exponent kasi. Okay, so we have the limit of this function as x approaches 3. As x approaches 3. Oh, just plug it here. 2 times 3. 6 minus 5 is 1. Alright? Oh, yan. Nilagay ko lang yung 3. That will give you 6 minus 5 is 1. So 1/3 plus 3 is 4/3. Or 3 1/3. Pero improper fraction would do. 4/3. Number 2. The limit of this function, exponential. What is e? What does e means? What does e mean? Another plus 5. Who can tell me what is e? What is e? E here means Euler number. Okay? It is an Euler number. And its value is 2.718, something like that. 2.718. So you can use, in this particular problem, number 2, you can use calculator. Kasi you have to evaluate e. E is 2.718. So we have e to the power 2x minus 3 plus 7. Substitute 5 or plug in 5. That is 10 minus 3 is 7. So 2.718, use your calculator, power 7 is what? 2.718 power 7 is 1,096. Yes, 1,096 plus 7 is 1,103.62. So that's how you solve problem number 2. Number 3, a logarithmic function. The limit of the logarithmic function as x approaches 5 is, paano natin ginawa yan? Just plug in 5. Plug in 5 to your function. 5 squared, 25 times 3, 75. Plug in 5. This is 75 plus 10, 85, minus 4, 81. The log of 81 base 3 is logarithmic function. Again, in your general mathematics, napag-aralan nyo na how to evaluate this. You can solve this manually. Pero kung nahirapan na kayo, pwede na ito i-calculator. Okay? Base is 3. Pero ang calculator, normally base 10 yan. Naka-base 10 agad siya. Paano pag hindi base 10? Hindi mo kailangan ng calculator. Log 81 base 3 is 4. Okay? That's the answer. 4. Number 4. The limit of cosine. Trigonometric tayo. The limit of cosine x as x approaches pi. What's the value of pi? Take note, ang value ng ang pi here is in degree form. Okay? If pi is 180 degrees, cosine 180 is negative 1. Ganun lang kadali. Cosine 180 is negative 1. Alright? So, number 5. How about this? Ito na yung tinatawag nating indeterminate form. Ito yung indeterminate form. Okay? Bakit sa indeterminate form? Kasi you cannot plug this 6 here. It will give you a zero denominator. You cannot divide a number by a denominator of 0. So again, factoring trinomials. So paano kaya nangyari yon? Limit x plus 4 over limit of x plus 4 as x approaches 6. Baka naging x plus 4 na lang to. Dahil dito. Okay? So if factor out natin to, that gives you x minus 6 plus 4. X minus 6, x plus 4. So copy yung x minus 6 dito. These two cancels out. What remains is x plus 4. Kaya, evaluate na lang natin yung x plus 4 na lang. X approaches 6. So if this is 6, that gives you a 10. Okay? Kaya nga, ulitin ko, kapag ganyan, hindi ka pwede mag-substitute na mag-substitute. 0 agad. Baka isagot nyo, does not exist. No. Try to do something possible para mag-cancel yung mga yan. Okay? So, activity 3. We have page 22. Activity 3, learning task number 3, evaluate the limits of the given exponential, logarithmic, and trigonometric function. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 problems. Sasagutan ninyo, ODL students. Okay? And activity 4, page 23, this is for the indeterminate forms. Indeterminate forms, yung nagzi-zero on denominator. Look at this, negative 3 plus 3. 0 cannot be. Diba? How about this one? 3 over 2. Pag nilagay natin siya dito, 3 over 2 times 2 is 3. 3 minus 0 din. Diba? Hindi pwede. How about this? 16, root 16. 4. 4 minus 4, 0 ulit. Ito, 2 minus 2, 0. Hindi pwede. So you have to do something to cancel terms para ma-evaluate niyo siya. Naintindihan ba yung activity number 4 natin? Okay? Class, sa mga may question ba? That ends our lesson for today. So sa mga may question, ipapost ko uli itong ipapost ko tong recorded video natin. Balikan nyo na lang uli para mas mapag-aralan nyo siya. And then kung nahihirapan pa rin kayo, I sent the soft copy in our GC. Okay, nandun yung soft copy ng module. Pwede nyo siyang i-print kung okay lang sa inyo. Same with the weekly home learning plan, yung guide ninyo para masagot. Actually, ang weekly home learning plan is for the WHLP is for the PMDL, DMDL. For you, ODL students, kung ano lang yung inilagay kong activity dito, ang inyong gagawin. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So, huwag nyo nang pansinin si WHLP. Okay? Ang kailangan nyo lang ay si modules. Lahat ng activity nyo narito sa pag-aaralan natin. Kaya, tune in kayo. Dapat alam nyo yung Kung may tanong pa, wala nang tanong. Sa mga nahihirapan pa rin dahil walang printer or what, I can provide printed copy kung gusto nyo. Just PM me and then I will provide you a printed copy. Meet up tayo sa school, pagkuha na ng modules, and then I'll give you a module. Okay? Is everything clear?
Clear po.
Okay. So, I hope naintindihan yung lesson natin that covers pang Monday at saka pang Wednesday. I'll repeat, Monday and Wednesday talaga kayo by schedule nag-aaral ng inyong lesson sa basic calculus. By schedule, Monday, Wednesday kayo nag-aaral dapat. So by starting next week, Monday na tayo, 1 p.m. Okay? Any question? Sige, I will entertain questions kung may tanong. Wala nga?
Ano, sir, yung sa Google Classroom pa rin po ba pagpasa?
Iniisip ko kung mag-Google Classroom pa ako. Siguro pa PM na lang, katulad ng mga DMDL. Just PM your outputs para mas mabilis kong makuha. Okay? Hindi na ako magbubukas ng Google Classroom. PM nyo lang.
Sige po. Thank you.
Okay? Ulitin ko, how many activities do you have? 4. 4 activities, ha? 1, 2, 3, 4. Lahat lang na pinlash ko rito, yun lang yung gagawin nyo. Any more questions? Okay, if none, I will close this presentation.